In the art of Computer Village, Lagos, where phone sellers shout louder than church preachers, and where deals are sealed with both prayer and suspicion, a broke student named Chike was hunting for a phone. He squeezed through the crowd, brushing past sweaty shoulders and flashing signboard that read London Use Original and We Fix, We Flash, We Unlock. The air was filled with a mix of roasted suya smoke, dust, and endless bargaining. Oga, abeg, na last price be dis? Chike asked, clutching a few wrinkled naira notes. His voice carried that desperation of a student whose pocket has seen better days. The dealer, a middle-aged man with dark shade and a gold tooth. Young man, see this one, eh? E no fine, but e dey work like new. He lifted a slightly cracked Android phone, the kind that looked innocent but has seen things. Take am like this, but use am well o. This phone e dey unique. Chike laughed nervously. Unique eh? Na phone I wan buy, no be charm. The man only smiled wider, sliding the phone into a black nylon bag. My brother, everything wey dey work for Lagos get small spirit inside. The crowd around them roared with laughter, and someone shouted, "Don't be lie, even generator for Lagos get attitude." Chike grinned, shaking his head as he handed over his last bit of cash. His transport money now gone, his stomach already planning to forgive him later. But as the dealer's hand brushed his ears while taking the money, a strange chill ran through his body. For a second, the entire noise of the market faded. He thought he heard a faint whispered, "Use me well." Night fell like a tired curtain over Chike's student hostel in Agege. The generator outside coughed and wheezed like an old man begging for rest, while inside the dim bulb flickered weakly, casting long trembling shadow on the cracked wall. Chike sat cross-legged on his narrow bed, scrolling through his new unique phone. The screen glowed faintly, reflecting in his tired eyes. It looks normal, almost too normal. His roommate, Bayo, was snoring loudly, one leg hanging off the bunk, his earpiece still plugged in and blasting Burna Boy. From somewhere outside, a mama put vendor shouted, "Rice don't finish, oh, na beans remain." The usual Lagos night melody. Chike chuckled quietly. "Na this Lagos go kill person with noise," he muttered, still tapping the phone curiously. He tried to open WhatsApp, it opened. Tried the camera, clear. Even the battery bar looked suspiciously full. Maybe I don't buy better phone this time," he whispered, smiling. But then, the phone froze. The screen turned completely black for a second. He tapped it twice, nothing. Then suddenly, the screen blinked, and a white letter began to type on its own. "Don't go out tomorrow. Danger awaits." Chike's smile disappeared. His heart jumped. He stared at the glowing text, waiting for Bayo to laugh and say it was a prank, but Bayo was still snoring. The generator hummed outside. "Ha! What kind of phone be this?" Chike whispered, tapping the power button. The phone word faded. He quickly dropped the phone on the table, breathing hard. He waited silently, then slowly the phone lit up again. This time showing a faint map of his street with a small red X near the junction. A cold chill ran through his vein. He looked around the room. The shadow seemed to move with him. "Maybe na virus," he said shakingly, forcing a laugh to calm himself. "All these China phones save." He turned it off completely and shoved it under his pillow, trying to convince himself it was nothing. But deep down, his chest was tightened. His instinct whispered that his mind refused to believe. That phone wasn't normal. And by morning, he would find out just how right the warning was. Morning broke over Agege like a noisy alarm clock. Downfall on blaring, all cars shouting, "Pure water, gala, hold your change, oh." The Lagos streets were already awake before the sun even opened its eye. Chike rubbed his own eyes sleepily, trying to shake off the strange feeling from last night. Abeg, that nonsense message na dream jare, he muttered, brushing his teeth outside by the tap. The phone, silent and innocent, lay face up on his mattress, screen black as if pretending to behave. As he approached the junction, he noticed something strange. A mild traffic jam, which wasn't unusual in Lagos, but today, people were gathering and whispering. He pushed closer. Wetin happen? Then he saw it. A yellow Danfo bus had swerved off the road and squashed into a street pole. Its front glass were shattered. Passengers were climbing out in panic. One man shouted, "Driver slip off, na God save us." Chike froze, his eyes widening. That was the same junction his phone had shown last night. The red X. His breath catch in his throat. He felt his pocket vibrate. Slowly, he pulled out his phone. It lit up instantly. On the screen, a short message appeared. "Now you believe me." He stumbled backward, heart racing. "What in God's name is this?" he whispered. A little boy selling sachet water tugged at his arm. "Oga, you dey okay?" Chike forced a shaky smile. I dey." He slipped the phone back into his pocket, but his hands were trembling. The words suddenly felt different, louder, sharper, and heavier. As he walked away from the scene, one thought echoed in his mind like a broken record. If the phone can warn me about danger, what else can it do? He didn't know it yet, but that question was the beginning of his madness. Chike couldn't stop thinking about the accident. How the phone warned him before it happened. He tried to tell himself it was just coincidence. But deep down, something in his spirit whispered otherwise. By the third day, curiosity won. He sat on his bed, staring at the phone like it was a person. "So, you sabi one person abi? Oya, warn me again make I see." Nothing. The screen stayed black. He sighed, shaking his head. "Rubbish, I dey talk to phone now like mumu." But just as he dropped it on the table, it buzzed. Once, then twice. He picked it up, frowning. On the screen, glowing faintly in red letters, he typed, "Try this number, 3, 5, 11, 14, 2, and 27. Below it, a tiny message blinked. "Tomorrow, 4:00 p.m. Na Beth's number be this. His roommate Bayo looked up from his own phone. "Guy, na your new phone again. Abeg, no tell me say e dey give you love advice now." Chike ignored. Opening his betting app, he typed in the number. The total payout flashed, 450,000. He almost dropped the phone. If he work, The next day, he couldn't focus in class. He checked the phone every 5 minutes. When it's finally 4 p.m., he rushed to the nearest viewing center. The place was jam-packed with men shouting, sweating, jumping. The first number hit, then the second. By the fourth number, Chike's heart was thundering. When the final one entered, the entire room erupted. Na lie, this guy don't win jackpot oh. The shop owner stared at the screen, mouth wide open. "Chike, you just win 450,000 naira. The crowd lifted him in the air, chanting, "Prophet Chike, Prophet Chike." He laughed until tears rolled down his cheeks. His phone buzzed again in his pocket. He took it out, and there, on the screen, was a new message. "I told you, I can change your life." He froze. His laughter slowly faded as he stared at the glowing word. That night, Chike bought food for everyone in the compound. Suya, malt, pop-off, meat pie, everything. Children danced, music played, and the whole neighborhood hailed him like a celebrity. But deep down, he couldn't shake off one question that kept creeping into his mind. If this phone can make me rich, what will it ask for in return? By the next week, the entire compound knew Chike's name. From the backyard where Mama Uche fried pop-off to the corridor where Baba Raouf fixed people's radio, everyone had one thing to say. The boy got lucky. That new phone don't change in life, oh. It don't change in destiny. Even the landlord, A grumpy old man who hadn't smiled since NEPA disconnected the lights now called him my son and began promising to fix the leaking roof soon. Children followed him like celebrities, shouting, "Prophet Chike, predict my future." Oh. Chike, once the broke boy who used to beg for Indomie money, was now the big man of the compound. He wore new clothes, sprayed perfume that actually lasted till evening, and bought a Bluetooth speaker that plays Burna Boy non-stop. But it wasn't just money, it was mystery. People came to him for vision. Once he placed his hand on the glowing phone, the screen flickered and then answered him. Bayo, his roommate, started to worry. "Guy, this your phone don turn pastor now. You sure say e no get jazz?" Chike laughed it off. "Abeg, that thing na technology wey pass una understanding." But deep down, something didn't sit right. Each time he makes a prediction, his phone buzzes afterward. Like one night, he picked it up. A new message appears. "You have been serving me well. Now, show me loyalty." He frowned. Show loyalty? To who? Abegi. No reply. The light faded, leaving him staring at his reflection in the dark screen. And for a split second, he swore the reflection smiled back. Outside, thunder rolled faintly. Lagos night had never felt so quiet. It began small. At first, the phone only glowed when Chike touched it. Then it started glowing on its own. Some nights, it would light up in the dark like an evil candle, humming softly, not ringing, not vibrating, just humming. One night, he thought it was a dream, until Bayo woke up in the midnight, eyes wide, whispering, "Guy, your phone dey shine by itself." Chike sat up slowly. There it was, glowing red on the table, casting a strange light across the room. The word began to type itself. "Prove your loyalty. Slap your friend now." Bayo blinked. Wetin be that?" Chike throat were dry. "Nothing. Maybe glitch." He tried to turn it off. It refused. The letter blinked faster, brighter. "Obey or you lose everything." The room grew colder. The generator outside went silent as if the whole compound paused it to listen. Bayo stepped back. "Bro, delete that app or something. That thing no pure." Chike's hands trembled. He forced a smile that sounded more like fear. "You won't make I slap you because phone talk?" But then his palm started inching, burning, as if something inside him was forcing him. Before he knew it, his hand moved. Whap! The sound echoed in the tiny room. Bayo staggered, shocked. "Guy, you slapped me!" Chike gasped, staring at his own hand like it belongs to someone else. "I swear, Bayo, I no know. I no mean am." The phone buzzed again. "Good, you learn fast." At that exact moment, the ceiling fan started spinning by itself and the phone light faded back to normal. Bayo backed away, breathing hard. "This thing na devil work. Chike, throw am away before he finish you." But Chike couldn't. Even as fear crawled up his spine, a strange feeling of power began to grow in his chest. He whispered, "I can't. I need it." Bayo grabbed his bag and left the room that night, muttering prayer under his breath. Chike was now alone, just him, and the phone that called him lawyer. He sat on the bed, staring at it as the power light blinked like a heartbeat. He could swear he heard it whisper, soft but clear, "You belong to me now." And for the first time, Chike didn't argue. Days went by, but Chike couldn't shake the youth or the strange pull of the phone. Every night, it glowed faintly under his pillow, like it was alive. One evening, new word appeared on the screen. "Your friend will betray you first." Chike frowned. "Bayo? No way." But the next day, at the betting shop, he saw Bayo laughing with the same phone dealer from Computer Village and holding a brand new version of the same phone cost. Chike froze, his heart pounded. The phone in his pocket buzzed violently. "Take back what's yours." Before he knew it, he had grabbed Bayo by the shirt. Where you get that from? The crowd pulled them apart as money scattered on the ground. Bayo's voice cracked. You don't change, Chike. This your phone go finish you. As Bayo stormed off, Chike looked down at his own phone. A new crack had formed. Glowing red from within, pulsing like a heartbeat. And on the screen, new word appeared. Betrayal is the price of power. By sunrise, Chike couldn't take it anymore. The phone wouldn't stop buzzing, flashing strange words across the screen. Come back, come home. He followed the message all the way back to the computer village. The market was quieter than usual, an old chill in the air. The same dealer store stood opened, but the man was nowhere to be seen. Hello, Oga, Chike called out. Silence. Then the dealer's voice echoed from behind the store. I told you the phone was unique. But you know here. Chike turned sharply. The dealer's eye glowed faintly red. Chike stepped back. What did you sell to me? The dealer chuckled. Not just a phone, my boy. A connection. Every soul that used it feed the network. Your greed was the password. The ground trembled slightly. Every phone in the store lit up at once. Screen flickering with phase, whispering voices and red symbol. Chike dropped his phone in horror, but it didn't fail. It floated mid-air, glowing like fire. You can't run, the dealer eased. You are part of it now. Chike turned and bolted through the market, phone lighting up as he passed, each one showing his own terrible face on the screen. By the time he reached the main road, the sun had set again. He looked at his hand. Faint red symbols were glowing beneath his skin, and from a distance, the dealer laughter echoed through the streets of Ikeja. Welcome to the network, Chike. Night has fallen again. Chike sits alone in his dining room. The same room he has once shared with Bayo. The walls are covered with strange red reflection from his phone. He hasn't eaten. He hasn't slept. He just keeps staring at the glowing screen that won't turn off. Then suddenly, the phone began to ring. No caller ID, just one word, Mama. His heart stops. Trembling, he answered, Hello. Silence. Then his mother's voice, faint and broken. Chike, why you do? Tears filled his eyes. Mama, I no know. You bring darkness enter this family. The call cuts off. The room goes pitch black. When the light comes back on, the name on the phone screen changed to Bayo. This time, it doesn't ring. It just laughs. The same evil laugh he heard in Computer Village. Chike throws the phone against the wall. It shatters into pieces, but the glow remains, spreading like vein of fire across the wall. He screams and everything goes silent. The next morning, Computer Village is back to normal. Dealers shouting, customer bargaining, phone changing hands, business as usual. But among the new stock of used phone on display, one glow faintly red beneath the glass. A young lady picked it up. Abeg, how much for this one? She asked. The same sly dealer smiled. Take am like that, but use am well o. This phone dey unique. The camera slowly zoomed into the phone screen, and for a brief seconds, Chike's terrified face flashed on it before disappearing. The circle was about to begin again. The next few weeks, Chike returned back to his normal, usual life, broke Nigeria student. Moral lesson: not every blessing is a blessing. Sometimes the devil gives you sugar to claim your soul later. What you hustle for with sweat will last. What you get with shortcut will destroy you. Hi, my friend. Tales That Tickle is a new channel. Please like, subscribe, comment and share for more interesting and educative stories. Bye-bye.